Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Stadium of Light for the inaugural Paul Warris Trophy here supporting St Benedict's Hospice, the Brain Tumour Charity. Great occasion and a great cause today. The teams are lining up, as you can see, tossing the coin with the referee. I'll run through the teams. This afternoon, Sunderland, the home team, will line up in goal number 1, Richie Parnaby, 2, Gary Osman, 3, Michael Haley, 4, Dean Natton, 5, Brian Tate, 6, Joe Tate, 7, Mark Jameson, 8, Alex Dobinson, 9, Stephen Natton, 10, Callum Dent, 11, Taylor Mentz, and on the bench, Matty Harris, Nev Harris, Neil Cummins and Ian Dobinson, and they'll be managed today by Julio Arga. I'll run quickly through the Newcastle team because I think we're going to run into minute silence. In fact, I think I'll hang on for that and we'll go for that after. Beautifully observed minute silence, as you'd expect. The Newcastle United team will line up today. Number 1, Andy Hudson. 2 is Owen Beckwith. 3, Patrick McPartlin. 4, David Harris. 5, Mark Wallace. 6, Dan Warris. 7, Tony McPartlin. 8, Mark Crothers. 9, Lewis Barton. 10, Michael Fergus. 11, Ryan Barton. And on the bench will be Chris Goddard, Kevin Churchill, Philip Warris and Josh Watson. And they will be managed today by John Cornforth. We are sitting up at the back of the main stand, and I am joined by Ross Gregory this afternoon. Ross, this is all right, isn't it? Nice sunny day, bit of football.
Well, it's beautiful, yeah, beautiful end of season game. Nice stadium, nice pitch, and hopefully we can have a feast of football to enjoy this afternoon.
Yep, Sunderland have got the game underway. We had a little warm up before. Making the boy had a little kick about, and a lot of these boys knowing what they're doing. You could tell there was a little bit of nervous tension in the air. Not often you get to play on one of the biggest championship grounds in the country. First dig of the day there. It's given away again to Alex Dobinson, outside of the right foot, intercepted. Newcastle making a bit of a song and dance to this. It's back to Andy Hudson who can clear his lines. Heads are up. Ooh, a bit of a clash of heads there. David Harris it was who turned in to Nev Harris. Is that a father and son head clash in the middle of the park? Just what you want. A round of applause for the Foxy Physios as well. Really good atmosphere here today. A round of applause here because it looks like Nev Harris is possibly having to come off. However, temporarily. Ice back on the head. He's shaking his head. I don't know if he's laughing or crying down there. I think it's a bit of both. Sunderland get it underway quickly again. Dobinson. Oh, Harris with a run. The chance was on there. Good defending again, twice from Owen Beckwith. Mentz tries to come in field. Churchill does well. That's good. Oh, he's nutmegged himself. Dobinson. Now then, there's a chance on here. If he can find Jameson. Jameson will score for Sunderland. And it's 1-0. First goal of the game, really well taken by Mark Jameson. It was Kevin Churchill who tied himself in a bit of a knot, caught out of possession. Dobinson made the break, plays it square, and Mark Jameson slots it. Good goal.
Great finish, great finish. You said Churchill, he's tried to step out of the back four. He's got his feet all wrong, he's given the ball away, he's left a big hole at the back, and that's where Sunderland have exploited. Great finish though, nice to see, 1-0.
Alex Dobinson returns to the action for Sunderland. Changes for Newcastle as well, as Mark Wallace eventually gets his wish and he's back on. The Newcastle substitutes coming off. Oh, now that's really good from Harris down the far side. Has he got a cross? Of course, guys. It's a great ball in. Chance! Oh, it's gone in! What a finish, Ryan Barton! From villain to hero for Newcastle United. 5 minutes ago he was on his backside, now he's on cloud 9. It's 1-1, and it's all come from an outstanding cross from David Harris.
Brilliant play down that right hand side, great bit of skill, fantastic cross, just took out the goalkeeper, took out the defence. Ryan Barton there, couldn't miss this time. Well, he could, bear in mind his first effort, but even he couldn't have missed that one. Taps it into an empty net, gets a bit of salvation, and it's ones each game on.
Round about 8 minutes till half time here at the stadium, I like. A little bit of a breeze blows in as Sunderland come forward. Oh, and he has a chance. Sunderland back post. And it's going to be a corner ball. Stephen Natton it was who got onto the end of the free kick. But it was smuggled behind by Newcastle. And it's going to be another corner for Sunderland. Natton himself is going to come across and take it right-footed. Harris has got a near post. It's quite aerial. Hudson's come and it's going to be a header and a goal. And Sunderland lead 2-1. Looked like Taylor Menz who got up above everybody to head it in. And Sunderland are back in front. No sooner were Newcastle back in the game. Looked like a bit of a lofty corner from Stephen Natton. Hudson came for it, 3 or 4 heads went up, and it was Taylor Menz, higher than everybody else, who just, with the simplest of headers, put Sunderland back in front, Ross.
Yeah, simple header in the end, just needed to get his head on it before the defender and the goalkeeper. Open goal, nobody on the post, nobody covering the keeper when he's come. Sick enough for Newcastle, but Sunderland back in front just before half time.
Newcastle still not really committing many forward here. Free kick goes long. Joe Tate missed the header. Possible chance now. Oh, it's going to... Oh, what a goal! What a goal! Lewis Barton got away from his man down the inside right channel, and he's absolutely buried it, Ross. Goal of the game.
What a finish. Top corner, postage stamp. Pick that one out. No chance for Richie Barnaby. Defending could have been a bit better. Could have been a lot better, let's be honest about it. But when he's got in that position, when he's got there, wow, what a finish! He'll remember that one for the rest of his football career, I'm sure.
So, what's your reading of the first half then, Ross? What can we safely expect from the second half?
I think we're going to see more chances, more goals. It's really opened up the last 15-20 minutes. I think there's going to be some tired legs that second half. Newcastle used their subs quite well. Been quite impressed with how they've rotated things, and they've looked a lot stronger since they mixed and matched it. And I think Sunderland will have to do the same. Second half, it was an excellent start to the half for Sunderland. Really came out flying. Newcastle have pegged them back. Looking forward to the second half now.
Great stuff, appreciate it, Ross. It is half time here at the Stadium of Light in the Paul Warris Trophy. A great first half. Listen to the crowd, absolutely delighted with what they've been served up here. It's half time and it is Sunderland 2, Newcastle United 2. Second half is underway at the Stadium of Light. Typically all the corporates are still underneath, all the prawn sandwich brigade. Still waiting for the main stand here to fill back up. But the second half is underway in the Paul Warris Trophy. Tremendous first half. If you're just joining us, it was Sunderland 2, Newcastle United 2. Been a fantastic turnout so far today, supporting St Benedict's Hospice. Now then, a chance for Matty Harris, and Matty Harris is going to score for Sunderland. Minute into the second half. Sunderland 3, Newcastle United 2. And Matty Harris has instantly restored Sunderland's advantage.
Is that right? 3-2. Where?
Hammer blow for Newcastle. All the work of John Cornforth at half time, but whatever Julio said has made the difference. Joe Tate this time takes it down on his chest, beats a man, gives it to Matty Harris. Good from Sunderland. Harris, little 1-2 with Haley, space for Harris. Dent's a runner, Jameson's a runner, possibly gone offside. Looked for Mens when Dobinson was possibly a better ball. Jameson, scorer of the first goal. Dobinson's got space, the space wide right as well. Look, oh, mistake by Newcastle and a goal for Sunderland. Philip Warris it was, who took a touch when he possibly didn't need to, and Callum Dent has added another goal for Sunderland to extend their lead at Sunderland 4, Newcastle United 2.
Dent deserves that goal. He's had a good game. He's got himself into some good positions. It was a great run. He just couldn't get onto the pass. But then Philip Warris has obviously teed it up not quite nicely for him. He's tucked it away, and Sunderland are starting to look a real threat now going forward. They're starting to get runners. Got a lot of pace, a lot of movement. This could be a tricky last half an hour or so for Newcastle.
17 minutes gone in the second half. Sunderland, chance, inside right channel, Mens, he's got option square, great defending from Chris Goddard. Chance for Sunderland again, Warris gets it away, the ball had dropped to Matty Harris. Newcastle getting bodies in the way. Osman, good ball again. Chance for Sunderland, Matty Harris looks square, chance, scores! 5-2 for Sunderland, it's a really good move. Down the inside right channel, he swapped passes with Callum Dent, and from 4 yards sweeps Sunderland 5-2 in front.
Again, great play down that right hand side, great pace, great skill and composure on the ball. Took it to the byline, pulled it back, and Matty Harris couldn't miss from that range. It's been coming. The goals are going to come thick and fast now for Sunderland, I fear. For the Newcastle lads, they'll just look fitter, they'll look stronger, and this could end up a cricket score.
Sunderland 5, Newcastle United 2. It was 2-2 at half time, but Sunderland have come out all blazing in the second half. Now then, Newcastle on the attack. McPartlin finds the other McPartlin. Warris going to bear down on the goalkeeper. Oh, what a mess! Oh, it's gone in! Oh, unbelievable! It's the worst goal you've ever seen, but Dan Warris doesn't care, he loves it. It's 5-3. What a goal!
Never seen much like that before, mind. Is Dan Warris claiming that? I don't know. He's claiming it. To be fair, he probably deserves that for his efforts since he came on. He's been one of the better players for Newcastle. He's stuck at it. He's played some great passes. He chased that down. Proper lost cause. Chased that down.
And can Sunderland break? Michael Harris in a foot race now with Goddard. Goddard does really well to cut the angle off. Harris has to come inside. Mens is free on the far side. Dent's in possession. Is he going to pull the trigger? No, he's going to slip in Mens. Warris tries to get across. Mens! Goal! Great finish. Another good finish from Sunderland. And as Newcastle tried to get back in the game, Sunderland have picked them off on the break. That was a proper goal.
Great finish. Immense finish from Mens. You could say it was a great counter-attack. Man over on the far side again, just the pace, the movement, and a cracking finish again. Look at the goal previous, scrappy. That was a proper finish. That was a great strike. Top corner again. Andy Hutchins left with absolutely no chance.
Not long to go now at the Stadium of Light. Sunderland closing in on victory. They lead by 6-3. And they're in possession with the team. Oh, what's a great looking ball for Harris. Harris one-on-one with the keeper. He's round Hudson and he's going to score. And what a finish that is. But that ball from Joe Tate is the highlight of the day by a mile. Outside of the left foot. 40-yard pass, split the defence. Matty Harris had the easiest of jobs, guiding it away from Andy Hudson. And then it's 7-3 for Sunderland. What a pass.
What a pass that is, outside of the left foot, something that his manager, Mr. Harker, would have been proud of himself. Great defence splitting pass with that wonderful left foot, and in the end it was a relatively simple finish, all made by the great through ball.
Hudson clears, reaches halfway, looked like a foul from Joe Tate, not given. Now then, chance again for Sunderland. Newcastle tried to run offside. McPartlin does really well. Patrick this time gets across, brings it forward, finds a pass. Now then, chance for Newcastle. Warris is onside. Oh, it's got to be a penalty to Stonewaller. It's an absolute Stonewall penalty. It's a great looking through ball. Dan Warris it was, who just got a toe on the ball. Defender was possibly Dean Natton, I think, who came across. In small margins, it's a penalty. Very appropriately, it's going to be Dan Warris. Puts the ball down to strike it. Into the back of the net, past Richie Parnaby. It's the second goal of the game for Dan Warris. Listen to the crowd, they've loved that, and rightly so. 2 goals for Dan Warris. Sunderland 7, Newcastle United 4.
Again, just didn't give up a lost cause. Balls bouncing through. He looked like he was second best again. He got his toe on the end of it and got wiped out by the defender. Picked himself up, calmly dispatched it, and he's been Newcastle's best player this game. Thoroughly deserved his second goal.
Newcastle get it underway quickly. They're trying to set up the grandstand finish here if they can get the next goal. Harris has got the wheels to get in. He's in. Harris, chance. Oh, what a goal! Was he not deserve that? David Harris has scored an absolute worldie. By far the busiest man of the afternoon. He's got onto the through ball. Didn't look favourite to win it. Took 2 touches and pinged it from 18 yards back in the net.
He's ended up injured as well. He's ended up on the floor again, hobbling, injured and on his cramp if he's got a whack as he's shot. But he deserves that goal for his enterprise this whole game. Took it really well, and wow, 7-5. We have got a grandstand finish in our hands.
Entirely deserved goal from David Harris. We've given him some stick on me here today. He gets a oh God! He's got a piggyback back to the halfway line. With that, nearly went belly up as well. Great goal from David Harris. Oh, there's not going to be time for the grandstand finish. There is the final whistle. Listen to the reception from the big crowd here at the Stadium of Light. Final whistle goes. The players all embrace. It's been a truly outstanding game of football for a truly outstanding cause. I've loved every minute of it. The crowd look like they've loved every minute, as have the players. Ross, couple of final words on what we've witnessed today.
Entertainment, pure entertainment. It's been a fantastic afternoon. Some great football, I'm sure. Some fantastic skills, some fantastic goals, some hilarious comedy moments, let's be honest about it. But the main thing, it was all for a good cause, a lot of money raised, and hopefully this is just the first of many games of this ilk that these two sides can put in place over the next few years.
Thank you very much for joining us, Ross. It's been a pleasure. I've absolutely loved it. Final score, the teams will line up for a little presentation and stuff. Sunderland have won the Paul Warris Trophy. They've beaten Newcastle United by 7 goals to 5. I've been Malcolm Bamford with Ross Gregory. Hope you enjoyed it as much as we did, and we'll catch you down the road.
Andy?
Hello mate, you alright?
Fantastic afternoon, wasn't it? Some great football played.
Some great football played, some football played at other times. It's all about the 2 charities though, and in memorial for the trophy as well. So, you know, great occasion. You know, lots of people have turned out, which is really appreciated, and hopefully be a lot of money raised for the 2 charities who do great work in the community and in the region as well.
You got any champagne? and that goes to. What do we need a minute? That goes to Stephen. Did the red and whites win now? You're still fully covered.
Julio, can I grab a few words?
Yeah.
What did you make of the game today?
Oh, fantastic for the lads. I mean, they have a good run around in the hot conditions, but everyone seemed to enjoy. So yeah, fantastic for everyone.
And it's great, you know, that so much money's got to be raised for the respective charities, isn't it?
Yeah, well, of course, that's the idea. Why so many people here? Why I'm here is where trying to help this charity, and yeah, hopefully they raise a lot of money today.
Nev, you look like you've really been in the wars there with that cut on the eye. Tell us how that happened.
Well, I was only on a couple of minutes. I went for the ball, and my son went for the ball as well, and he basically batted his head under my eye, and then that was it. I felt fine, but it just my eye opened up, and
Mark, great game of football, really entertaining, but today was all about the charities, wasn't it?
It was, yeah. It's great to see you know, so many people coming out. I think it was over 400 here today, which was brilliant. Probably bigger crowds than some of them might get next season. But it was, you know, the charities are the main thing, and to see people from the charities and people in the teams who've been affected by what's happened with Paul. It was an emotional day. You know, the minute silence was impeccable, and the game was played in the right spirit, barring the the head clash in the first couple of minutes, which was between a father and son, which is quite funny. But it's been a great day. The weather's been good. The atmosphere has been great, and it's been a proper family day, and hopefully we've raised quite a bit of money for the charity.